Good morning, Pastor George here with some Wednesday words of wisdom on the World Wide Web, and those words of wisdom, as always, come from God and His holy word. In Mark chapter 12, verse 31, Jesus tells us the second part of the Great Commandment when He says, love your neighbor as yourself. Typically, we think of our neighbor as people that we see, people whose paths cross our paths, whether it's a coworker, someone in the supermarket, maybe perhaps family, friends, our literal neighbors on our road or on our block. Again, anyone whom we see, anyone whom we encounter in the course of the day, we would realize that would be our neighbor. But recently something happened that got me thinking about what if we expand the concept of who our neighbor is. Because recently, as I was going into a store to pick up a couple of groceries, and I was walking across the parking lot, I noticed that somebody was unloading their groceries out of their cart and putting them into their vehicle. And when they were done, they left the shopping cart right there in their parking spot. The person was a younger person and didn't appear to have any physical limitations. And so I thought, somebody else is going to have to deal with that. The next person to pull into that parking space is going to have to deal with a cart. It could either hit their car or at minimum be in the way. And the ironic thing about it was that the cart return was literally only 2 parking spaces away from where this person left their cart. So in just a matter of a few short steps, they could have easily taken care of their cart and been more considerate of the next person that would pull into that parking space. So that got me to thinking about expanding the concept of who our neighbors are that we're supposed to love and care about. What if we expand it from the people that we see or meet during the course of a day to those people whose paths will never cross ours? People that we may never even see, never even know. The next person to pull into that parking space, we'd have no idea who it would be. But those types of people, those people who are our neighbors, people who are members of our community that we're to love and care about and do the right things to show that we love and care about them. And so that got me to thinking about ways that we can indeed love our neighbor as ourselves, including those whom we'll never know, whom we'll never see, who our paths will never cross. What if we all took the time to be sure that we put the shopping cart back in the cart return as a way of showing our neighbors, even the ones we don't know or never see, that we truly do love them and want the best for them? What if we were careful to park carefully so that our car doesn't take up 2 spaces? Or what if in the restaurant, when we're done eating, we tidied up our table a little bit so that the person who would be taking care of the table after we leave, whom we might never see or know who it is, might not have quite such a bad mess to clean up? There's a lot of ways that we can love our neighbors as ourselves, including the neighbors that we'll never see or never know. I pray that God's Word makes a great difference in your life today. Have a blessed day.